Hey everybody, what is up? It is Valence here bringing you another Ghost Recon Future Soldier closed beta test. Wow, that's a long thing to say. Gameplay video on the beta. So yeah, let's get started here. This is one of 3 awesome games I played yesterday, April 19th, in the first round of the beta. I had a few good ones and I had plenty of bad ones too, but basically me and Death Temptress from Curb Stomp Modeling teamed up and decided to do some Ghost Recon beta stuff. So this is, we're playing as the Russians, or the Bolsheviks, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, on the map Mill. Now, Mill is one of the 2 maps. You guys saw Pipeline in my first gameplay commentary video, and Pipeline is more closed urban combat, whereas this is more open, focused combat. So you see here, I actually flank around. Flanking is extremely important in Ghost Recon. You see these 2 guys don't even know I'm right behind them just because I ran around. I actually missed one on the left there too. So stomp that guy with the stealth kill, come up behind this guy, light him up. My buddy got the guy on the left. Totally shot him because I was like, oh, I don't know what's going on. We're going up here. And me and Temptress just are doing an amazing game this time. So we're holding him back already. And we actually get the enemy point here in a second. Now, as far as weapons go, you really have to take time to customize the weapon to your playstyle. You can see that I was not a big fan of the AK-47, never have been, right? Yet, I played around with the weapon customizer for about an hour and a half, and I turned the AK into something that fits my playstyle with an ACR M4 kind of gun, where it's extremely accurate with not as much damage. But I mean, this is what you can do with that gun customization tool. Now, for those of you who are curious about the gun customization tool in Ghost Recon, as well as other Tom Clancy games in the future, I did do a video on it. It's called Weapon Customization. You can find it on my YouTube page, and it covers me crafting my first ACR model, or my first ACR build, so to speak, and my first AK build. I've modified both of these heavily since I've gotten higher level. When I did those, I believe I was like level 3 or 4, and now I'm level, I think, 13 on my rifleman, so I've definitely classed up a little bit. So here, you know, we planted the C4, blew it, we got the objective here, and we're just killing him. It's 108 to 3, we still have 12 minutes left on the clock. Normally this takes somewhere around, you'd be down to like 8 or 7 minutes left on the clock.
Demo charges in place, stay clear.
I'm down to 31 rounds here, and I was just sucking it up. The rifleman class actually gets an ammo box later down the road, but the unlock tree is a little crazy. So you see, we move back here to the next position. Now just sprint back, plowing through here. I love mill because it's so open. I mean, this is the actual mill right here, and we're holding a defensive EMP here, and this EMP, it's one of many objectives you do in this conflict kind of game type. And if you defend this EMP successfully for 2 minutes and 30 seconds, it'll actually EMP the enemy team for a certain amount of time, which is awesome. Because here, I'm stuck in my pistol, and this was not doing justice. Someone else mowed that guy down. We're pretty screwed in here. Frag grenades are going everywhere. I finally get taken down by Hot Tub Man. If you guys watch some of my other videos I'm going to put up, Hot Tub Man and me are either best friends or arch enemies. We're always killing other people together, or we're just killing each other. It's pretty funny. So anyway, I spawned here on Death Temptress. We're moving up, trying to get this EMP secured. Throw a nade in there. You gotta be really careful with the nades. Sometimes you'll hit, I got a guy with that. Sometimes you'll hit people and it'll screw up. Same with the heals here. I go up to heal Death Temptress and it doesn't even heal her. She's like, oh no, Abby, come back. So I was like, what? I thought I healed you. So you actually have to hold down, make sure they get up, and you help them up. Now I do have a medkit upgrade. Normally it takes longer to heal somebody, but on my assault class I have a medkit upgrade, and what this does is lets me heal myself faster, lets me revive myself if I get shot down, and also lets me revive people quickly with a syringe, which is great, especially in combat situations like that, because I can run over there, stab them, run back, not a problem. It really helps getting some teammates up in those situations. So you see here, we're still holding the EMP blast for a minute, and I get fried by that grenade. Grenades are so dangerous in this game, although they're not as broken as they were in the previous Ghost Recon games back in 2008. I can't believe it's been that long since we've actually been able to get our hands on a good Ghost Recon game, you know, with Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2. That was my game, man. That was my game. Now that I'm finally getting back into my game, you see some of these matches are just ridiculous. I started playing with Death Temptress, right? She was just like, yo, Abby, did you get any of this footage? I started just recording every game, and my luck streak kept up, my skill streak kept up. I've been doing terrible, you know, all day until this point, and I played 3 games, and I just destroyed. There were 2 games before this that I did not get to record, unfortunately. One was on Pipeline with my Ghost Soldier and my ACR, and I actually had a 21 kill streak, which I honestly have never seen it go that high. But I was like running out of ammo left and right and trying to pick up people's guns. It was ridiculous. I could not believe it when I did it. But I guess I still got it a little bit. I'll have to try to get that on film again. Maybe you end up doing something like that again. It's just nuts. But all 3 of the games that I'm going to be playing and commentating on, this one included, are really focused on me just teamworking, moving around the map, really flanking. You always see me flanking, and flanking, like I've said, is extremely important. You always want to flank because it helps you surprise the enemy soldiers. You'll be able to do stealth kills, get them from the back where they're weak. Most of their armor plating actually isn't, and they also won't expect you. It's really hard for soldiers to turn around. Now, you see here the system I'm using with the yellow dot. This is actually the cover system. It's a quick cover system, kind of like Gears of War, that really allows you to just move in and out really fast and keep your head down. So it pays off. See, I get 2 guys, and then I finally get dropped there by this guy with his assault rifle. That ACR is dangerous, man. I really wish I could use that on the Russian side, but I really tried to build something with the AK that would similarize myself with that ACR, because that is one hell of a gun. The ACR is just awesome. I haven't unlocked any of the other guns. There's a couple extra guns in the beta. Not everything, of course. There's going to be plenty more in the actual game, but I think it's to level 20 to unlock the next assault rifle, which I should have by, hopefully, Friday night, April 20th. It'll definitely be there. Spawn on the fire team here. Move up the right flank. I still can't get over how beautiful this game looks. I mean, it's phenomenal. The HUD looks great. Everything functions extremely well, which is good because we want a polished Ghost Recon game after, you know, it's making its big debut comeback. And I forgot how much I love this game. I've been playing first-person shooters for a while now because there hasn't been a good third-person. And, you know, Gears of War people, I'm not hating on you. Gears of War is a fantastic game, but it's just not my play style, you know. I prefer more tactical shooters. I like this game, Ghost Recon. And I own Gears of War. It's sitting right next to me in my game rack. But Gears of War, for me, just fun co-op. Fun co-op single player, great storyline, but the multiplayer I can't do. Too many bullets, takes too much damage. Hey. Anyway, I'm not here to criticize Gears of War. So see here I'm on the bridge. I'm actually surprised I was on this bridge now that I'm watching this video again, you know, to do the commentary, because me and bridges don't get along. I'm always flanking. If I ever like rush straight, I just die, as you see there. So I'm trying to find a spawn point here. I get on Temptress. Go around to the right. Now, Temptress was actually playing as here. You see the little ratchet wrench, and she's playing as the engineer class. Now, there's the rifleman, the engineer, and the scout. The engineer is actually really handy. It's always good to have at least one on your team. They use personal defense weapons and shotguns, which I actually found out that shotguns are extremely powerful. When I turned off recording to start doing these videos and saving them for you guys, you know, I tried out an engineer with a shotgun. Shotguns are powerful. The pump action M500 is what I was using. I popped a solid stock on it and a hand pump grip, and it was just amazing. I was really getting a kick out of it. Here, I like this kill. I go up to get this guy, and then Temptress is like, "Oh my God, you're right, you're right, you're right." So I turn around, unload on him, try to shoot him, have to reload, pull out my pistol, and Temptress gets him. And this guy's on the wall, and she's screaming at me this entire time. She's like, "You get him, you get him, you get him." And then a guy goes around and gets him for me, the triple ACC4. It's one of my favorite moments in this game. We were freaking out back and forth. Like, some of these kill streaks are ridiculous. You'll see in one of the games when we're playing as Ghosts, we're in the graveyard. And trust me, I'll be sure to mention it in commentary. But we're playing in the graveyard, and she throws a grenade, and it ends up bouncing back, killing her, and throwing me through the air. Like, I'm flying over the graveyard, and I smack down, and then there's like 5 people around me, and I'm just trying to survive. I'm just like, ah! And then I ran out of ammo, so I go to pull out my pistol, right? And it's actually a stun gun, so I just got screwed with that. I was like, no, stun gun! It's pretty funny. Here's a good one. This is a good stealth kill. He rolls over. I just curb stomp his face in. Done. Dead. And I actually like this play that's coming up here. I see the sensor, and I'm like, I don't know if I should do this. I have no teammates around me, and I don't know where the enemy is. Intel's very important in this game. And if you know where the enemy is, that's one of the reasons that I do love the engineer. They have a UAV drone that they can pop. Eventually, it can be upgraded to have weapons, but it's really good, especially in these kind of situations, because you know what everything's around you. So you see, I pop up here because I hear footsteps. I actually got it, and sure enough, 2 guys. So I get this guy here. I don't even know what he was doing. And I go for this guy, and I'm freaking out at this point. I don't think I'm going to get him. I run up and I actually curb stomp him, which was awesome. I did not expect that to happen. I was freaking out when that did. Now here I go over, and I lie down prone to finish off a few guys over here. Get that guy, and I come back around. And one of the big things I really like about this game is the prone system. You lie down, you're extremely vulnerable. Someone can come up behind you, no problem. Unless you're the sniper, because you have the active camouflage. And I'll be sure to do some gameplay on something other than my rifleman. Trust me, it's just what I'm good with. But if you lie down, you'll notice I have no recoil. And that's really where it's at, because both of your elbows are on the ground. You're looking down your scope. You have the vertical foregrip up. Your recoil is next to nothing, which is great. Now, given I've built my gun for handling and control, that's what my entire build is based off of. I like having control of my weapon over damage. I don't mind wasting a few extra bullets if it means that I can hit what I'm aiming at, especially when I'm moving. But you see I get taken out there. But I'm really about control with my weapons. And now that I've kind of gotten the hang of my rifles, you know, my AK as well as my ACR, I'm starting to get a feel for what I like in my gun builds and what I plan on doing for my gun builds. So I'll be sure to talk about those if any of you guys are interested. Feel free to leave a comment below if you're interested in specific gun builds and my opinions on them. I'd be happy to do something like that. Anyway, this is actually a pretty cool kill. So everyone's rushing. We're just dominating these guys. 456 to 17. We're just killing. Just 2 minutes left. So I run up, and Temptress gets nailed. She's like, Avi, get back, get back. And here you actually see me heal myself. So I heal myself really quick. I should not survive this. I sprint back, and then I found a guy lying down. I'm like, ah, okay, yep, curb stomp. And so I'm taking hits. My armor absorbs most of them. My buddy saves me there. I actually come around, and I'm running out. I'm like, ah, get out of there. And somehow I got out of there. It was awesome. That was probably one of my favorite plays tonight. If you look at my plays of the day video, that was one of them. I mean, it was just epic how I got out of that situation. I was really enthralled, especially with some of the extra bullet damage and seeing as they're all spawning over there, you know. But yikes, it's a nightmare. So finish off that guy. Chucky lives, and me and my buddies are still hammering these guys down, just holding them back. We were just dominating. I mean, it's terrible, but we were just dominating. There's nothing they could do. Now, you'll have games like this where you do have teamwork, and that's what happened here is my team was coordinating. We were calling out positions. We were calling out spawn timers. We were calling out everything, and that's how we were so successful in dominating this game. So, for the final thing, we're actually going back here, and we've already won this. It's 560 to 17. I mean, we're just dominating, like I said. Teamwork makes the dream work, and I know that's a cheesy line. It really is a cheesy line, but honestly, it does. If you do not talk to your team in Ghost Recon, you will be obliterated. If you do not flank with your team, if you do not move with your team, if your team doesn't have a specific class, for example, if you're all snipers and you're just getting bum rushed, there's nothing you're going to be able to do because everyone's got a sniper rifle. Yeah, they have active camouflage, but no one's going to be able to take care of you, especially in the close quarter situations. I mean, I always think it's essential to have an engineer so you have the UAV and you have the technology to survey the battlefield so you know positions on your minimap. It really makes that big of a difference. So here's this. We're finishing up here. Throw a frag. Get this guy. Try to melee me. Close call, man. Close call. But we're basically holding this last EMP for 22 seconds. Now this game actually did turn out pretty well. I'm starting to get the hang. I've mostly played the Russian. I've only got a few American games in as the Ghosts. which is unfortunate because the ASR is my favorite weapon. But hey, you know, we digress.
We blockaded a supply container. Secure it.
So we get this last thing in the graveyard. We got 2 seconds left, and we end up winning the match. So there's the win, guys. That's my first video. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe and check out my links. And get ready for the Ghost Recon beta competition. I'm giving away a key. See you guys.